Rema right now never be anything. Let's be honest. But waiting be Rema. Rema get hit songs, but that album, we go make us say yes, this is a classic album. Does he have it?
And you're still watching your favorite podcast show here, TIT4TAT, with your boy KB Levington, and well, we're still with the main man here, K Gold of Cup of Judah. The question I would like to ask you here is this now, K Gold, is this right? I mean, the Cup of Judah TV is really doing well, and I must say, kudos to you though. I mean, you've got a lot of beautiful artists there, beautiful speakers, and you know, I mean, and they've delivered fantastically well. So, what was the inspiration behind it? I mean, why did you think, okay, fine, you just want to open this? And why? What was the inspiration behind it?
Honestly, that's a very good question. When I was in Nigeria, I was in entertainment industry.
Entertainment. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've always been an entertainer. So when I got to South Africa, I was opportune to be around a lot of people we call stars here, like Nigerian stars here in South Africa. You know, apart from the music industry, there are so many Nigerians here doing very well in all walks of life, and then they don't get the recognitions they need. So my job as Cup of Judah TV is to be able to bring these people out, voice. You know, showcase them to the world. That's number one. And number two, we have to start writing our own narrative. You know, we have to start writing our own story. Because if we don't write our story, foreigners will write our story for us. You know? And it was just something I needed to do because I like doing it. You know, and a lot of people inspired me a lot, which I would say, but it was something I like doing. And again, most people like stars, they are fans. Most of your fans, they know them on Instagram, see them on YouTube, whatever, but you don't really get the opportunity to see them talk, to see how they reason, how they think. There's some people you might not like them on Instagram. You might not even like how they, you know, how they promote themselves or whatsoever. But when you get to see them speak and see them reasoning, and you see how intelligent such people are, you start getting to say, okay, you know, it makes you understand people a lot more. Because that's what the social media don't do. It doesn't really make you know in depth of how this person thinks, how this person talks, you know. So that's exactly why I decided to have that podcast, so I'll be able to bring these guys and then we'll have a seat. You can actually see your star or your favorite stars. You can see them sit and talk, hear them reason, you know.
Especially, I think I watched that one you had with Agbainoki.
Yeah,
that was really an eye opener, though. I mean, no one could ever tell this guy can speak English, man. I mean, we all know Agbainoki to be a Yoruba guy. You understand?
Yeah, let me give you one expo. Scooby, please don't be mad at me. And let me just give you one expo. You know, Scooby called Leko and told him one of my friends wants you to have a seat with him in his podcast.
Wow.
So you know, Scooby now said, but the problem is when I and him was talking on the phone, he said, but Kego, the problem is I don't think Agbainoki can speak English.
okay.
Scooby, sorry.
I'm disappointed you.
Now, when Scooby told me that, now if you notice, most of the questions, I prepared everything with broken English.
Because you also thought you could, maybe you couldn't.
Because Scooby don't already let me know, say, okay, I mean, I don't want to embarrass anybody. I don't want to.
I like that.
I'm not in this business for
no,
views
man,
or
your platform is for everyone anyway. Exactly. So you can go down to anybody's level.
So when I started talking with Leko, I realized Scooby was wrong. And it was really, really wrong because Leko is actually a super intelligent.
He even went to Ajayi Crowther University, bruh. That's a private university.
Yes.
Go on, come on, now. That one go be.
But because of his content on social media, you know, now mostly Yoruba, and now those Yoruba. So a lot of people would think, I think this guy is just He doesn't, he doesn't know how to speak and all that. But man, even me was surprised because,
Wow. Okay. So of all your guests though, because I really want us to to delve down a little bit into your podcast there. So of all your guests, who was your favorite? I mean, well, I understand. Well, you're not supposed to have a favorite because if you are a father, you're supposed to treat all children equally. So which one was your most relaxed interview that you felt so comfortable more? I think Scooby. That one
was
you
the
guys
first.
had.
Scooby was
on
the
that
first.
rooftop.
Scooby was the first, or like the second episode, but the first one-on-one conversation I had. I think Scooby. I really enjoyed Scooby because, I mean, it was. We spoke for about 2 hours.
And we didn't even know the time was going, man.
Yeah, I think Scooby was my most relaxed because, I would say Scooby too because I know him. Personally, I have a personal relationship with him, and
Scooby Ginger.
you would realize most of the questions I was asking him were questions that's been on the streets. So I needed to, let him know. That's why I asked him, Scooby, do you think you are difficult to work with? Because those are the things they've been saying on the street. Do you understand? So I had to bring it to his face because he's my friend. And he answered, I really enjoyed Scooby, but the one that I would say I really liked was the last one I had with the Nigerian Union president. I don't know what I did or what happened, but some way, somehow, the YouTube algorithm helped that particular episode, and
Wow.
I have over 8,000 or 9,000 views on her alone. So I would say,
Look, everyone is tired. People need a way out. I think you should do more of that anyway. Because I mean, I was also surprised when you said you were interviewing such a woman. I'm like, she's not in entertainment. So why serious talk this time? Why not your usual artist? And I think it really did well, though. I mean,
yeah, because we have so many. There are so many Nigerians that owns club here. There's so many doctors here that are expert surgeons. Who would appreciate them? Who's going to give them their flowers? Who's going to say thank you to them? Who's going to show them to the world? Nobody's going to do that. If we don't, nobody's going to do it. And there's this stereotyping of Nigerians here in South Africa.
Yeah.
They think all Nigerians don't even have brains. Not all, most Nigerians, because they always say yahoo drugs. So the stereotyping is there already. They don't even know how intelligent we are as a people.
I can remember when I first came into this country, bro, and I was looking for job. Almost everywhere I went to, I was looking for job, a proper job. They were telling me, why can't you just go and do what your brothers are doing? Then I didn't even know what they were doing anyway. And they were like, until someone told me, oh no, and if you expect me to do what the so-called brothers are doing, are you trying to, improve your country? Are you trying to help your people or not? Because then I would then add more to the number of people that are jeopardizing your people's lives. Shouldn't the society also or the community also change? I think there's only. Let's quickly just delve into South African election that's coming forward now. My favorite there so far has been Malema. And the reason I would take him is because that guy fights for Africa. He's all about uniting all the nationals, and then look, people might not like it, and then if South Africa is having or South African guys have problem with that, and also the same thing they're having is what the US is also feeling too, which is what's making Donald Trump say when he comes he's going to change some policies about your foreign nationals and all that. South African space as you see is here. Do you think it's favorable or it might change in the future? In the way they relate to foreign nationals.
Are you trying to ask me if I think a white person is going to be president in South Africa?
Shouldn't that be the best anyway? Because then maybe if they were, then then we're going to see. Maybe they might come to do something better this time.
Yeah, maybe, but we haven't seen anyone yet. Maybe, but who's the person?
Because I believe whoever gets there as a white
Because
person,
whoever is going to be there as a white, we should know the person now. Because you have to campaign before election. So
Well-
if whoever the person is and we don't know the person, I don't think the person is right.
it must be from the DA anyway. And then if he's from the DA, definitely. Well, obviously,
South Africans are saying DAs are white supremacists. DAs are just white supremacy, and their agenda is just white supremacy agenda. And then ANC is for the blacks, but it's being charged with corruptions.
but the
So
DA.
now even the blacks don't trust the ANC anymore because they say they've been the one in power and then corruption has skyrocketed. You know.
But if that
Now
is the
Malema
case,
is the people's choice.
Hmm.
But let me tell you the truth. The whites haven't accepted Malema yet. Once they
they
do,
won't accept.
once they do, it's going to be the president.
That guy keeps spilling it to their faces.
The problem here is how are they going to trust him because of what he says. And you know the major thing here the whites are scared of is you coming tomorrow and say you want to take your land back. If you listen to Malema very well, Malema pushes that agenda. Get back our land. So you see, that's where the problem is. If the majority of South Africans can trust Malema, if the answer is yes,
Do you think he would deliver if he
Definitely.
won?
I think he's going to deliver because I think he will deliver very well. And yes, he should be the president, in my own opinion. Because I mean, they've deprived the black South Africans of so much economically and whatsoever. You know, blacks deserve good life too. They deserve good living too.
Neocolonialism is one issue that all Africans are scared of. But if you ask me though, I would say we Africans have failed ourselves. Look at it from this instance here. Nigeria has gained independence since 1960 or 1963 anyway. When we got our republic in 1963, still till now we're still struggling. And I tell you, if it was, and that time when the military government was there, right, it wasn't this bad. So I think also if we could just give maybe a stranger a chance in Africa here, in South Africa, in Nigeria, and let's see. After all, we won't fold our hands if these guys are beginning to now take our resources outside of the country.
Have you heard of the
use them here
saying?
anyway.
Have you ever heard of the saying, "The devil you know is better than the angel you are about
You
to"?
don't know.
You understand? To me, our leaders are not the problem. The problem is the West. Yes, they gave us independence, but did they leave our natural resources? Yes, they gave us independence, but did they cancel the 1848 Berlin Conference, how they shared Africa? Go and check your history now. In 1848, 1847, thereabouts, there's what they call the Berlin Conference. That was where they divided Africa. This part is going to be controlled by the Germans, this part will be controlled by the British, this part will be controlled by the French. Till today.
And indirectly it's still happening though.
Not indirectly, it is still, that is the fundamental foundation of Africa. So you see, most of all those agreements, they need to cancel it first before Africa can be good. Yes, they gave us independence in 1960, but they still control 75% of our natural resources. How's that independent?
I think that's why your Republic of Niger are saying no. They don't want France anymore.
France gets their uranium from Niger, and it is this uranium they use to power electricity in France. France has 24 hours electricity for so many years. Niger is in darkness. There was one whatever I saw on YouTube, I think the former Niger president, I don't know if it's Niger or Mali or one of these francophone whatever. Now, this man has done everything Macron needs him to do. This man traveled to France hoping that okay, Macron will sign and then release this money. Macron was actually mocking the guy in a conference, laughing him while the guy was there busy soliciting for his country. with his country's resources, still have to beg Macron to release funds. How is that independence?
Is it to release funds that of the services they've rendered to them?
France, Niger, Mali, Togo, everything they get annually goes to France. France is now the one that will now share the money. Where you take this money? They are printing. Okay, imagine printing Mali and Togo's money in France.
What?
The money they spend, they print it in France. They don't have a finance minister. Their finance minister is the same French finance ministers. What kind of independence is
Why am I even surprised anyway? I mean, Nigeria was also printing, or are we still printing our passports in the foreign countries too?
The truth is, let them leave us alone.
Shame on African leaders.
Let them leave us alone. And I want to ask the West, why do they think Africans deserve to be in poverty? Why?
That's their own defense mechanism.
What did we do to make you guys feel we don't deserve to live a good life? How can a country powering your electricity be in darkness?
That's deep though.
What kind of life is that? In Borno State, there's this natural resources they discovered in Borno State a couple of years ago.
Number something.
They sell as small like this for $24 million. That's what is worth in Borno State, Nigeria. Do you understand?
Do you think? Do you know what? I was speaking to somebody one day. I said, to me, the only solution I think we Africans have is that, you know, if we're going to liberate ourselves completely from these guys, it won't be this generation. You know why? Now, the second migration has to happen. The first migration happened when they were taking our brothers.
Gaddafi tried, they eliminated him. Kwame Nkrumah tried, they killed him.
See,
Abacha tried, they killed him. Abiola tried, they killed him.
Did Abacha try for Nigeria though?
Abacha wasn't a bad president. The only bad thing he did was killing of people. But when it comes to national interest, nobody had Nigeria's interest more than Abacha.
So you were liking him to Idi Amin kind of
yes, style of. Idi Amin wasn't a bad president, but he became bad the moment he said Chinese leave our country. So if you really take a look at Africa very well and think very well about Africa, you start to wonder, have we ever had any bad ruler? Because any bad ruler to Africans is a good person to the West. I'm telling you, check now. Any bad ruler in Africa is always good to the West.
And any good ruler here is a bad one.
Mugabe was a good ruler in Zimbabwe, but who was he to the West? What did Mugabe do?
Because he won't lick their ass though.
He said they should get out from their land. You can't come from Europe and come and be in charge of farming in Zimbabwe. So without you guys now, Zimbabwe can't eat.
And they sanctioned him, and they're still under the punishment till now.
That's what I mean. Now you sanction politicians. Why would you sanction the whole country? Why would you sanction the whole country? How about the innocent civilians? Sanction politicians, not country. Because you are annoyed or you are upset at one politician, then the millions of their citizens will be punished. What kind
Subjected
of life
to poverty.
What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that?
And those guys have got brains too, hey? They have brains. Zimbabweans.
They stole our identity, stole everything, and still they don't want to leave us alone. Africa is self-sufficient. We have everything.
See, I was going to say something. I said, what I think might work for Africa is this, right? We need a second migration again. Why a second migration is this? The first time they came to steal our guys, to use them for slavery and all that. Now, if it will be too risky for us to, invite a white person to come and teach us how to do things, then we should then do a lot of mass traveling. Send some of our best brains out there. Let them go and learn how things are done. I mean, send a lot of them there with the conditions that, okay, fine, you're coming here to to show us. Yeah, we're good for now. Thank you very much, sister. With the condition of you're coming here to, to use what you've learned. Someone who's going to learn about water resources should go. Someone who's going to learn about government, these things should go. About 20, or if they can do that, I think, because now this time it's just like we're just going there to just spy how things are done there. If only they won't get carried away when they get there.
People already, we have them already. But why do they have to go abroad to get the validation from the West? Why? Check it now, bro. We have how many ethnic groups in Nigeria? How many languages?
Over 400, man.
How many languages in Nigeria?
Over 400.
So why would you say we should use English as our first language? Who taught us all those languages? Was it the West? Think of it now. Who taught Africans those days that if a scorpion or snakes bite you, there's this particular leaf you would rub on it and it will. Who taught them? Was it the West? You don't forget all those ones that the way our grandmother Tomoban who call my Jack in Noja. Tobani Iko. West walking. They say now Westerners bring civilization to Africa. That's a fat lie.
I think the civilization started in Africa though.
Yeah, so
in Egypt.
So why the lie? It was just like maybe 10, 11 years ago, they finally agreed that human beings did not come from monkeys. But the narrative for over many years was that we came from monkeys. I mean, bro, your question is, what can we do? And your solution, I don't think your solution is what we need to do. There's what they use, the government they use against citizens. They call it divide and conquer.
I was just using it a lot when it was there.
Once we are united as a people, our problem don't be solved.
But they won't allow.
If African leaders can decide, African presidents will have a meeting, major countries have a meeting and say there's a blockade in Africa. Blockade all our shipping routes, airline, block everything. We are not transferring any resources out of Africa until you guys change this thing you made our forefathers sign. Because there's no way you guys will be controlling 75% of our natural resources. For what?
Yo, that's too much. That's a lot, bro.
For what? Any president that we elect now that is for the people is a problem to the West. When you become a president, you understand better. Then you would see some documents and you would understand the problem you face. Because when you see all these documents and you see how much has been going to the West and it doesn't sit well with you, if you try to change it, Americans or the West will organize a coup, remove you. So ask me, have we ever had a bad leader?
So are you saying all the leaders in Africa, all the leaders, especially in Nigeria, would like to wanted to do something
We've
great?
We've never had a bad leader. I'm not saying politicians, leaders, presidents in any country in Africa. Because every good president that wants the interest of Africa at heart is always an enemy of the West. So ask myself, who is the enemy? Who's the bad leader?
And look at what's even happening now. A whole lot of people thought Buhari would do it, and then they say, he did it well. And now Buhari came, boom. Now they say Tinubu is this, Imilokan, and all that.
For the IMF and the World Bank and even how much he recovered.
And do you know that guy also borrowed a lot of money, man? He was just borrowing. He was just borrowing.
Just check on those bullshit. Why America will get that power to fit print money and we know fit do it? Why? My question is why they feel say we Africans no deserve to live good, and they say it's our politicians, they lie, they say we have bad leaders. That's a lie. We don't have bad leaders. If you think we have bad leaders, release their neck, because now hold them for neck, release their neck and see whether they won't deliver. Come on, man, check them now. Do you know how much of okay, people are complaining right now in Nigeria. Gary has skyrocketed, rice, Indomie, blah 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 blah. Do you know there's a construction, a gas pipeline that is taking gas from Warri to Europe? a new construction that they are doing now, a $13 billion project that is going to transfer natural gas from Warri, Nigeria, straight to Algeria and then to Europe. Now, if Tinubu says today, I want to stop this project, he's not going to be the president of Nigeria in another 2 months. He won't.
They impeach him
automatically, and the order is going to come from above, the West.
You know, there's still a lot that is still happening, especially in Nigerian politics or Nigerian economy, that a lot of people don't really understand. I mean, this guy just came now. He just said, okay, fine, if we increase the standard of living or the cost of living now, then we can get a lot of money from you guys, you the citizens, so we can fix what have been broken over the years.
I think we as Nigerians, we make mistake. We put too much pressure on our president, whereas we're supposed to put a lot of pressure on our state governments. Because if anything is going to happen in Nigeria that is going to be good, it has to start from the governors, because they are in charge of every state.
But there's nothing they can do. I mean, you know, we're still using the federal system of government now.
They can do because they give everybody allocations. They allocate money to each state now. So what have you been using the money to do? You hear Ondo State wants to renovate their House of Assembly with 300 million. You'll be hearing they bought curtains, 150 million, furniture, 250 million.
Meanwhile, the masses are out there crying.
Do you understand? Because now, what are the governors doing?
I even heard recently now that the governor of Oyo State just got himself a personal jet now. But what's for?
What are the governors doing? Because you would say Lagos is this one, you say Ondo is this one, you say Delta is that one, the road. Why don't you hold your governor accountable? Why the president? The president will leave federal, can't they do state?
You know, we are all illiterate in Nigeria. We all don't know our rights. I think you know why? Do you know why? Because I think if everything can start from the foundation itself, where students, pupils, I mean, from your kindergarten, they start teaching you guys what is in your constitution. If you know your rules, if you know the laws,
history in Nigeria,
not just history, constitution itself. Teach people, let people know what this and
when
so then
when I was in primary school, there's this subject we always do when I was in primary school, and I love that subject so much. It's called general knowledge. I don't know if they still do it now.
I doubt that too.
You see, that general knowledge is supposed to be compulsory. Then
now it's
environmental sanitation. They need to bring it back in Lagos State, and it's supposed to be compulsory.
Have they stopped that already?
I think so.
Wow.
Because I don't think anybody would wake up Saturday mornings, and I don't think they do it anymore. But those are the things they need to bring back. You understand? Like this now, even if Tinubu does not do anything for us, let him deliver electricity for us. Do you understand? Once you deliver electricity for us, the other person will come and deliver road.
Yeah.
The other person will come and deliver infrastructure. But right about now, nobody has delivered anything. And this is the first democratic elected president of Nigeria after Abiola. The remaining is the former major, former this one. Check him now. This is the first elected democratic president of Nigeria.
No, what about Yaradua?
Yaradua was also a major, was also in the military.
Goodluck Jonathan
was he started as an acting president because Yaradua died, and he was a policeman.
And he didn't want. Was he a policeman too?
Yes, he was a policeman. So he's in the
force. Just everywhere, man.
Tinubu is the only civilian politician, just like Abiola.
So, in your last word now, what do you think is going to be? It's fine, we'll call you. It's fine, come on. It's fine, come. Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
So, I mean, to round off the whole thing, please, just, you can just help us do it's okay, we kind of. Thank you.
Okay.
So, in your last word now, what do you think might be, because now, I want you to just make a full conclusion on the economy of Africa and Nigeria as your case study, and also, what do you think might be a solution also to what's happening in the entertainment industry as well. Because we spoke about the entertainment industry where people are crying up and down and all. I mean now, and the good thing about that is, you see, these new generations of artists now, they're still quiet about it now. You understand? They also have their own different style of fights that they're having amongst themselves, like your Zazu and what was fighting the industry up and down and all that. And then let's start from what do you think it might be the solution to, I mean, the economy in Africa right now. What do you think so? Because look, it's still happening, and it just doesn't look like it wants to leave any moment from now.
For the economy in Africa and the world to start getting better,
a practical solution.
The war in Europe and the genocide in the Middle East needs to stop first. Because if you think about it now, that war in Ukraine has cost America over how much? Over $100 billion.
How does that concern America?
Who is in charge of the world? Maybe America. Maybe them be the number one of the world. If the dollar is being messed up in Europe, how is it going to appreciate in Africa? Do you understand? To me, in my own little opinion, for Nigeria to get better, I think we should start focusing our attention to our governors. Yes, what I mean is, for example, let's say Osun State elects a very good man that wants the best for Osun State. This man now goes to the federal government and tells the federal government he wants 90 billion naira for infrastructures, for maybe transportation, and maybe renovation of hospitals and schools and all that. That's Osun State alone. And let's say, okay, federal government gives the governor of Osun State that money, and then this man actually does everything he says he was going to do with that money. Now automatically people are leaving Port Harcourt, people are leaving Ondo, traveling to Oyo. Because why? Oyo now has a lot of offices now, they can employ people. Oyo has a lot of things going on because there's infrastructures going on, so they are employing people. There's money in Oyo, and Oyo does. Osun State does that now. Lagos State will get jealous. Go to the state and federal government. Give us money. We want to make our states to be like Osun State. So it's going to be like a state-to-state competition.
But do you know the government? It is not possible, and it will be bias of the government, of the federal government, to allocate the same amount of money to every state equally.
It can be.
Should I tell you why?
It can be the same.
Should I tell you why? Because what is coming from different states differ, right? Like for instance, the revenue from Lagos alone.
Of course.
I mean, we are close to the coast.
I get what you're trying to say.
We have alcohol.
I get what you're trying
do that, and then if they want.
That is not my point. My
and
point
the northern states
my
don't
point
want
is
to
not
deal
even
with.
what is the states. What is the federal government benefiting from the states? My point is making the states actually livable for the citizens of the states to stop saying we are going to Lagos for a bit to look for greener pastures. Why must people leave their state and go to Lagos? Why can't the states actually function and provide job opportunities for the citizens of that state? There's lands, there's everything. Why? I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I get you.
There's no reason for anybody to be leaving your state to say you want to go to another state and go and look for money. And then at the end of the day, you start pointing out the president is this, the president is that. But if I ask you, what has your governor done for you? Nothing.
But do you know we're not proud? I think we should go back to the regional style of government that we were doing.
It can't work anymore. That can't work anymore.
Then the federal government will still have to be the one. And then we still don't have police, the state police. We still don't have our regional police. And you can see what they do here in South Africa here. They don't. Yes, they have the minister of police, but at the same time, that's your Becky or something. But at the same time, each province also has their own thing.
Yeah, but you see South Africa's economy with Nigeria's economy. How many people in Nigeria will they depend on salary every month?
Then that's why the government needs to recognize the likes of your Amotekun. Let each state have their own.
What are they going to come and
do? Police.
The only thing they will do right now is just oppressing the people because they don't really have anything to do now. And you can't oppress someone that is actually going out to look for what to eat. You can't oppress such people. So what is Amotekun going to do now that police can't do? The economy is bad now. So
Then they should recruit more police people. Because look,
why not provide more job opportunities? Why not build roads? Why not
the government is
build them
clueless too. They don't
infrastructures?
even know what to provide anymore.
Why don't you fix the roads? Fix drainage. There's some places rain go fall for Nigeria. You go see the place, very expensive area, but you know if you drive through.
I even heard
Until
what's
the
happening in
water
Lekki
dry.
right now, bro.
Do you understand? So are you going to hold the man in FCT for such thing, and you leave the governor of such state?
Okay, all right. Well, I think this is an open-ended kind of conversation. Well, do the needful anyway. Now, in conclusion, though, now the rift between the millennial or the rift amongst the millennial generation of artists in Nigeria, the likes of Your Remedy, claiming where Idris is claiming superiority. This one will say, Eddie will say no, Idris was lying. He never wanted to chase Tetula away. Tetula will be like, no, it is the two of them. And then now they're saying now somebody wanted to fight 50 Cent and all that.
Listen to everything they are doing. They all sound like spoiled kids. Telling you the truth. All of them, they sound like spoiled kids. One is saying his father sent him $5,000. He can remember. Another one is saying his mother gave him money.
Yeah, to fund.
You see,
and that the prince said that.
Just look
your
at the
mom
way,
was the first executive.
do you understand?
Producer.
Look at the way they are speaking. You know they are all spoiled kids. None of them can say shit. The only time you can be able to say you've done something is when we can say, yes, you see this mega star,
I made him.
this is the person that made it happen for you. Until then, but look at all of them. How many of them? Even Two-Face. How many people you fit talk say, okay, this one a prodigy of Two-Face, this one a Two-Face maker,
And
this one
he
a
featured in
thriller.
a lot of upcoming artists back then. Two-Face.
Not feature,
But only
because
Idris.
you get paid.
You really
get
had-
paid to feature, not that one. Now that you are an OG, what have you done? Do you understand? I'm not saying expectations now because they say we are expecting too much from our artists. No expectations. To me, it's like giving back. Music can make you, and you won't make music. It's like becoming a football star, a football great, and you don't. At the end of your journey, you don't have a football academy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
What, guys?
What can Idris? Yes, to me, I still think Waka Wiki MC is the greatest rap song to ever come out of Nigeria.
You think so?
Yes, because of that, that's the greatest rap. Nobody don't beat that song
Because
And if
he encrypted his message.
I'm telling you, that's the greatest rap song to me in Nigeria. But when it comes to,
I think he adapted Tupac's "Hit 'Em Up" style when he was just trying to hit everybody.
I still pick Idris over any of them, and the reason is because
That's his own opinion anyway. He said that's his own.
Idris fought. At least he fought for the Nigerian music industry, but he can't say he fought for Nigeria, right? He did his little part to fight for the Nigerian music industry, even though he was fighting for his own selfish interest. But what can you say to Ntetula has done? What can you say the other people have done? What?
Well, I think Idris might have done something, but the way he's spilling it on everybody's face, and on everybody's faces is beginning to make them feel jealous now. That's why your P Square
Why
is
are
now
they jealous?
Rude boy says, "I know you didn't do anything." Daddy Freeze is also saying you're just fighting for yourself. Everyone is beginning to now say, "No, Idris didn't do anything." Now you see now.
No, they said when Idris was in his prime, he was a bully. So what do you expect? This is get back time now. You know, this is the only time they can actually talk shit.
And
those days,
unfortunately,
they can't talk shit to you.
And unfortunately, one of the new cats is not the one whipping Idris' ass now. Better boy. The guy says, just wait, make us find you. Maybe we'll do one place together. Do you think he will fight him?
I think Burna Boy too was too quick to respond because he didn't even allow the full podcast to air. You just see small clip and then you respond. If you at least wait to even watch the full podcast first before you respond. So I think Burna Boy was too quick to respond. And then secondly, that in health issue where Burna Boy use, I think that's wrong.
That's too
wrong.
extreme.
That is wrong. I think he owes him an apology for that. That is really wrong, because no matter what, he shouldn't have said that.
No, man. But if you look at the whole thing anyway, if Idris was also saying all those things, I think Idris Abdulkarim's words were too provocative.
Let's be honest, we
He
know,
was
we all
provoking
know
a lot of stuff from
but
people's mind.
we know say na so Idris be now. Come on, we know, all of us we know Idris. We know Idris now really.
So now only him gets temperament. Now you come to the issue.
He wasn't angry. He didn't say any, he only said Burna Boy is saying Fela say nobody did anything. He's just saying his own. That's his opinion. It doesn't mean he's a bad person now. If Burna Boy no respond back, you think you will be saying all these things. I think Burna Boy no respond, nobody will see anything wrong.
But you know Davido never liked that guy too.
Who?
Davido never liked Idris too. I was watching one interview where Davido had with this white guy.
Most of them, na karma they bite their ass. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Most of all these guys for their prime, bro, they don't even see you as an upcoming artist.
They enjoy the shit.
They don't even enjoy. They are not even ready to feature you. If your song too good, they will deny the feature. I mean, that's why I'm telling you now. What these people they do, they don't help anybody now. Make the video tell you a story. How many times them two-face bullshit am?
Somehow the same Davido here.
Davido talk am na say him sleep for inside Mohit studio for 1 year.
Do you believe that?
No be say sleep for there, but what I'm trying to say is, then they don't see him as Davido of today. If they do, they would have at least helped him get there quick. Nobody did see anything now. They go just the bullshit am because your papa, because him papa get money. That's why you go see most of all these OGs. All these our stars, no, they feature them. Now because of wetin dem do for their time. Now because of wetin dem do for their time. And all these young ones now, they hear the story.
Now your balls are in their hands now, guys.
Check out now. But now you are saying you want to do your comeback album, you want to feature Burna Boy. How many people did you
feature back there?
When you did there, how many people you help? I don't understand how those men, they always sound like spoiled kids. People who don't really do shit for anybody. What did they do?
And I remember that time too, when the rugged man had a slight rift with Naira Marley, where he said they had a problem back then in the UK also.
Don't mind all those OGs. And, all those OGs, they actually get jealous of those young ones. Don't mind them. Because even Timaya herself, he did the same thing then. I can remember this thing you said very well in 2019 when police arrest Naira Marley. First person to do video was Timaya. Do video say Nigerians, have you noticed that whatever you say from your mouth, you have to be careful of what you say, because Naira Marley thinks the police will carry him. See, they don't carry him now. See what another man for the same industry. See what they talk about in fellow. Then tomorrow you say you want to song with her. I don't know. Maybe you understand what I
get you. This is really crazy.
When those guys did their prime, check them. How many people in our elevate? How many?
Thank you. All right. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
How many people did you guys elevate? That's the question you should ask yourself before you can say you did shit for the industry. You didn't do shit for any industry because everybody actually had to pay the producer.
Guy.
Yes, then they pay producer, produce money. You say you do. What do you do? How many of them get studio? How many of all these OG get studio? Who go say this studio? One boy they go there every day. Now from that studio they discover the boy. How many of them even get musical studio? But they open their mouth and say they do shit. None of them do shit for the industry. None of them do shit for the industry. Check out now.
And I heard Olamide has helped a whole lot more than
this other. We've seen that one. That one is on record.
Lazy OGs have done.
Yes, that one is on record. You can put Fireboys whatever on Olamide. Likewise Asake. Likewise Adekunle Gold. And so much more. Lil Kesh.
Well, but
even Flavor. Sorry, Fino to an extent. Even Fino. Yeah. Don't be Olamide introduce Fino to the Western. Don't be
That's true.
They almost had that. They want to do album together then now. You don't forget.
Oh,
because
that's
they
true.
get musical chemistry a lot, both of them.
But let's give it to Don Jazzy though. The guys, I think Don Jazzy is one of those OGs who tried in his own little way. I mean, he look at your Tiwa Savage, most of these big names.
Yeah, Don Jazzy is trying, but there's so much more Don Jazzy can do. But Don Jazzy's name to you guys is, you know, OG that helps a lot. But Don Jazzy's name to me is a businessman. To me, Don Jazzy is a businessman because if you really look at what Don Jazzy says and what he does, you know Don Jazzy is a business. He's more of a businessman. Because see, for example, when in Grant's one interview, say, he dey always telling artists, say, make them look at Portable.
Yeah, to study him.
Imagine telling someone like Arasta or Rema to go and be studying Portable. And that is coming out from your boss's mouth.
The fact say that one feel rugged, I know it's everybody feel rugged.
No. Just, I don't know, not even the ruggedity, but the level of music alone. Imagine someone like Rema now making posts, they tell and say, go and look at Portable. Say, they always tell them, say, algorithm will run, leave them. So when Don Jazzy said, say they telling artists, say, algorithm will run, leave them. I can't look, say, that statement. I can't actually look Don Jazzy profile. I can't realize that Don Jazzy they always deal with many upcoming comedians or even known comedians. Now a lot of people say Don Jazzy does that to help them, which is true. But now I'm beginning to see, is he doing that so that algorithm will run and leave him, or is doing that to actually promote those guys,
or to stay relevant,
because he doesn't want the algorithm to run and leave him. So I have to be with this one that is popping. Now Marvin record now.
I think Marvin is in trouble right now. Man. I don't think they're doing well.
It's not like they are not doing well, but Marvin record right now, I know they really carry their artists reach that very top where those artists won't go.
But who gonna push Rema?
What thing Rema don't do? Because he get one hit song now, me say Rema. I mean, if you tell me one album where Rema don't produce, will be hit all hits.
I've seen a couple of Rema's.
Do you have okay? Let's be honest. You don't ever download or buy any of Rema album.
Baby, calm down.
Album, not singles. Album. You get album, you buy the album. You get singles when they hit, yes, but Rema right now never be anything. Let's be honest. But waiting be Rema get hit songs, but that album, we go make us say yes, this is a classic album. Does he have it?
And even 5 tracks can make up an album, man. Why can't this
that's not an album? 7 and above. I think 5 track is EP. Oh, album master, I think it's 7 or 10 and above. I can't remember. Check them now, bro. See, Olamide will sign you to Empire Records. That's a distribution company, one of the biggest distribution company in the world. So that as I take sign you, so they go feel they distribute your fame all over the world. That's what you see here is a record label that has a vision.
Wasn't that what Sony came to do back then in Africa when they came then? I mean, your likes of your Akon also came. He said he was going to sign
Sony West Africa.
He said he was going to sign the likes of your Wizkid and Davido. I was like,
yes, I think he did. But there are different kind of deals. There are some distribution deals, there are promo deals. Okay, I'm going to promote your album for you. I'll get you also percentage, but I promise you, all over the world you will buy it. That's promo deal. Distribution, there are so many deals, but what I'm saying is Marvin Records, yes, they've made a lot of stars, but where are the stars going to? Because those stars, when they leave Marvin, are they going up? Are they going higher?
And if they are going higher, Tiwa is still doing well for himself.
Tiwa left Marvin to sign with, I think it was Universal or maybe Sony. So Tiwa didn't just leave Marvin on a. You don't understand? Marvin chop out of the deal. Tiwa had to sign to an international record label for her to establish herself as Tiwa. All over the world, Tiwa. Marvin won't do that.
No.
So what role do you think publicity goal to an artist, either good or bad?
My advice to upcoming artists: number one, build your brand. They can take your deals away from you. They can take your music away from you. They can take everything, but they can never take your brand away from you.
What are the processes they need to look out for in the deal they're signing?
First thing you need to do before you even sign the deal is to build a brand. Look at Portable, for example. That's what Don Jazzy should have said. Portable is more of a brand than an entertainer.
The noisemaker kind of.
You can't call him. Why we know? Because he's already a brand. You can go to Portable now and tell him, Portable, I want to sell drink. Let me sell him. You get the fans.
But he can't sell corporate stores. We all know.
Drink, Nayato. He can do some mass commodity. Portable can actually sell it.
Cigarettes?
Because it's a brand. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I guess.
Yes. So as an upcoming artist, whatever you do, make sure you are building your brand. That's why I'm telling you right now that Ira Star as a brand is bigger than Marvin. Ira Star is making more money on social media as a brand than Marvin as a record label.
But these guys are scared to trend for the wrong reasons. See what happened to Tiwa Savage. Well, she shook it off and then she's like, hey man,
not trend, but a lot of people are scared of leaving. A lot of people are scared of leaving their record label with malice or fight, or because at the end of the day, you leave record label, you won't get shows anymore. They will blackball you. They will,
Yeah, look at what happened to Kiss Daniel, though. I mean,
something like that.
The guys have to tell him change the name, so he had to change only the S Kiss to Kiss Daniel.
So you see, and immediately you leave the record label wants to tell the next artist that, look at this guy, is he doing well now? You see, when he was with us, you see what we did to him. Look at where he is now, being alone. What is he doing? I don't understand if you know what I'm talking about, but there's a lot more to it. But it's better as an upcoming artist, sign your deal. Once you are very much talented, sign your deal. Build your brand.
What's the name of this guy you interviewed that time, that artist, that one with dreadlock, Ice Boy? I think that guy has prospects, but he is not marketing himself.
I think he should be. I think he is the most talented Nigerian artist so far that I know here. That's actually talented in music.
Scooby will not agree with that.
He will.
I haven't heard that guy's song before, but I've heard a lot of Scooby's vibes before.
I've heard a lot of songs. He will. Scooby will. You can't say he won't. We all know that Ice Boy is highly talented. But Ice Boy is not a brand.
So until he also creates some controversial issues around himself.
That is why, as an upcoming artist, I would advise you to follow the route of becoming a brand first. Because once you are a brand, nobody can take that away from you. Wherever you go, your people will follow you. You can actually tell people, you know what, Instagram won't close my account. I don't open another one, and follow me here. They will follow you, not just as a fan alone, but as a brand. Or if you be a musician.
So they're not really doing that. Has really done that about 3-4 times.
Music itself is crazy because sometimes you go up and then you come down. Now, once you are down, another person is up. If you are down, you are not a brand. It's easier for depression to step in.
But do you know that ideas, artists or even we human beings can even go blank sometimes in looking for ideas, and I think that was what led this guy to fake his death and whatever, because I think he once mistakenly slipped out from his mouth then that people only appreciate people when they die. That was before he faked his death. You understand? Maybe
honestly,
that was
I saw the headline of that as well, but I didn't really go deep into the news. I didn't really follow it because to me it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense because even if you fake your death or you don't fake your death, your music is not good.
And you know that
if your music is not good, why are you faking your death? Do you understand? I think I seen faking death now. He drop banger. People could they shout, say, "Oh, mo, I beg, don't do this thing again." You know. But you fake your death, still get banger. What you going? But it's lucky because that thing now don't make him be brand. He's a brand already now. Because if you think of Ola Dips now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I think Google has not even changed him from dead now.
His branding. The first thing that comes to your mind is coffin brand.
So go to advertise coffee.
Okay, if I ask you about Oladipo, what the first thing will come to your mind? Coffee brand. So it's more of a brand.
Okay, can go just give you one now, brah. You know,
There's so many ways you can become.
but only
a
you say
brand.
people go swear for you die. So they wish people that
But
they
now
die.
I'm brand with that. You can't take it away from me.
Like one guy was advising VDM that okay fine look, you say you don't want to do, why can't you just go and advertise your singlet and
VDM is a brand as well.
Okay,
but the dude is saying he doesn't want
But the thing I say your own brand, not talking brand, talk. Because the first thing that comes to your mind if they mention VDM, now the things when they do online.
the guy what they talk about.
If they comment, if they give an opinion on main issues where they trend.
And funny enough though, he's really hitting it though. I mean, you want to reason with him to a point, but the way he will present his argument, you will be like, okay.
No. You'll
be forced to say
you see why I like him and the reason why I like Gist Lover and all these people.
You like Gist Lover?
Yes, and let me tell you the reason why.
Davido must not hear that.
You know why I'm saying this, eh? Have you ever been in a position whereby you're actually innocent of an accusation and you have no one to fight for you? If you've never experienced the joy of a stranger helping you, you won't understand the pain of being innocent and seeing no one to help you. Now, what I mean by this, look at Gist Lover. There are some just cause they actually do. They call people power, bring people powerful to justice. Do you know what it means for you to actually be going through hell and then you can't call out this person because you have no one? That's when you appreciate people like Gist Lover, people like Very Dark Man.
But do you think Gist Lover should also come out and show his or her own face too?
No, I don't want to talk about the wrong things Gist Lover is doing, but the right thing. For example, Gist Lover, they actually help people get justice now. Helpless people. I don't know. Do you understand? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Because if you haven't experienced the joy of seeing an angel, a stranger, coming to help you, where you have families, people believing that you actually did this wrong, and then all of a sudden a stranger comes to help you out, and actually everybody sees the truth. If you've experienced such thing, then you won't be against the good thing Gist Lover is doing genuinely. I'm not talking about this one that they are using the social media now to get back. Those are. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I feel you.
So that's why I like them. Because when they do things like that, I like them.
Some they also wanted to take that route at a point. When they struck him twice, they took his pages. Since then, is
the brand.
That's
why you can see that he can open any account and his followers will go.
No, I think what that guy used to do is he would just go and call all his artist friends,
because
say,
it's
guys,
a brand.
tell them to follow me back.
It's a brand already. So that's the advice I would give anybody right now. Make yourself a brand, because when your record label or whatever, even life, whatever happens, your brand will always put that whatever food on your table.
Do you think this girl here, Blessing CEO, she said something recently where she was fighting your VDM and Black and the Tunde Ednut. He says Tunde Ednut is just a thief. That if they don't if they don't produce content, Tunde Ednut will not have anything to deliver.
Mandela said something. He said the problem of the West is that they want to make their enemy our enemy.
Okay.
Blessing CEO and VDM's issue. I don't care. I don't care. But if you want to ask me about the lady, I don't know her, and I know she's not a brand.
Is it? She said she's a relationship expert and coach, man.
She's self-acclaimed.
You are in trouble if she hears this, man.
Trouble of what? Trouble of waiting.
She will come for you, bruh.
Come for me. Where's her certificate?
Well, she said she studied this thing and then
where's her certificate? Where's her classmates?
You don't want chicken?
Now she go school.
Cup of Judah is the name on Instagram. And on,
Cup
on
of Judah TV on YouTube. Don't be scared to subscribe, man.
Go for him if you want to. Then don't worry. And if you want to have a face-to-face talk with him,
man, we're bringing truth to power. Don't be scared, man. Come over.
Hey, brah. And you can tell now everyone is really threading gently now, especially on social media now, right?
Yeah, because social media doesn't forget. Social media and time. Those are the two things that they will never be defeated. Social media, you can't defeat social media. The record, they will keep it for you. So whatever you
and
do,
the way people always go to get old tweets, bruh.
that's what I'm saying. You can't defeat social media. So whatever you do to trend, just make sure you are always credible. Because once you lose the credibility on social media, it's very difficult to get it back.
And it's not easy. It's not easy to trend. But once you trend for any reason whatsoever, they remember for life, right?
Why do you even want to trend? What are you
for a
trending
good cause though? For a good cause.
That's different. But if you want to trend based on your clothes is fine or your hair is nice or that doesn't make any sense to me.
Your take on Nigerian girls now? They've really gone crazy now, bruh. Before then, I used to tell my South African friends that, hey man, our girls are the best, they are the most cultured and what. Now I see what this Egungun guy is doing. He will just go and interview and they will just be saying, hey, are they knack? How come they like?
If to say Egungun a woman, how Egungun for be? No be as the same people when they interview self for be like.
They say like we get like Egungun come up do that says so. Come for him, not me.
Egungun they always mostly interview people wey dey into nightlife, and we know the kind of girls wey dey into nightlife. So if Egungun na girl,
I say in go chop inclined with that now.
If na girl, he go be like one of those girls where they talk all those things.
But I think he tried to reckon with the brand.
He's a brand.
Which is a brand on its own.
You were talking about brand on its own. That's what I'm saying. Egungun is a brand. That's why he can get endorsement from a car dealership.
And then there was this post of his that I was reading sometimes ago where he got an endorsement from, is it Jacob something or so?
Jacobs and Co.
You understand? No, not Jacobs and Co. But those guys are also one crazy massive brand of wristwatch in Nigeria. What this guy did? He just said he went to watch a match. So he saw the store and then he just decided do free adverts for them. Just when they just went to just do some profiling. So then when the CEO saw it, then the CEO called him and invited him and they said, okay, fine, we're giving you this wristwatch worth 3 billion naira.
To be honest with you, what the guy is doing is phenomenal, man. He's doing really great. What he's doing is nice because the guy is going to give you 4 or 5 minutes of engaging content. And from there, he has been able to build his brand, which is great. I like what he's doing.
Plus, it's not even easy to get an inspiration, but once you run into one, bruh, hold on to it, man. Hold on to it.
What he's doing is really nice. I like what he's doing because he's bringing fun to reality, to joke. I like what he's doing. To be honest, I like it.
All right, guys. Well, that's where we have to draw today's curtain. Well, is there anything you think you want to share with the people before we let you go? Your social media, really, your stuff, your take?
Not really, but I would like people to go on Cup of Judah TV and go subscribe.
Cup of Judah.
Share, like, watch the content. There's so many
quality. All right. Okay, cool, guys. So come your way next time. I hope you. And then for our fans, for our viewers on MITV Star FM, we love you all. And then don't worry. We promise to bring K Gold another time for you guys. I'm sure we can come talk about some other fantastic topics and all that. Well, so we'll catch you next time. Stay focused, stay blessed, and enjoy yourself.